Hello, my name is Heath Kirschken. I'm the theater director at Sprague High School in Salem, Oregon.
Sean Doman, I am the technical theater director here at Sprague High School.
Hi, my name is Elizabeth Hirsch. I am a junior at Sprague High School, and I played the role of Miss Pennywise in our production of Urinetown. One of the most fun roles I've ever played. She has her own song near the beginning of the show called It's a Privilege to Pee. It kind of sets the whole mood for the rest of the show. It was a joy to play. I got to be crazy. I got to scream a lot. I got to scare people. I wore crazy makeup. I whacked people with a plunger. It was so fun, and I enjoyed every minute of it.
This year, we took our fall musical Urinetown to State, the Oregon Thespian State Festival, where we performed in front of about 2,500 theater students from all around the state. It was quite the honor. Only 2 shows in the entire state of Oregon were chosen to perform there.
So it was cool to see like all the students just interacting with each other, dressing up, having fun, having the opportunity to perform in front of, I think, 1,500 kids on both nights was a really cool experience. And then also seeing like the conference as a whole, it's really unique in the sense that how they do it. There's breakout sessions where they're learning new things. So kids are like coming in like excited not only to perform for 1,500 to 2,000 people, but also like, hey, there's this breakout session that's about lighting or about play acting, fighting, all that kind of stuff. So it's unique in the sense that it's such a professional environment, even though it's for high schoolers. I can't think of anything else within competition or education that's really providing something to that level for high school students to be like, hey, you're gonna go to a conference, you're gonna get a badge, you're gonna be able to walk around, kind of have the freedom, I mean, with buddies, but really to kind of see what it looks like to be in the real world. Like I've had conferences myself for my job, and that's how it's set up for adults. So that was a cool experience.
What goes into recreating our show for State was remounting our rehearsals in a very abbreviated amount of time, maybe about a week and a half, trusting that over the last 3 months, students remembered their parts. And they did. It was amazing. It was all in there. But logistically, it was kind of a nightmare. We rented mics with the other high school that performed at State. We had to keep our entire set together, which is a very, very bulky, and we had to rent a truck to get it all in there. It sounds very easy the way I'm saying it, but it was a nightmare.
We kind of actually knew when we did the play back in November, based on how audience was reacting to it and what we had just seen as the teachers, that we had a real shot at making it to State. So we built the set in a way that we can actually like transport it, generally speaking, pretty easily. And from that show, we actually kept it all up. We put it in the wings of our theater, and we just kind of had it sitting there for months, waiting to find out, hey, did we make it to State? We did, which was awesome. Getting it there was a challenge. Having to, get like probably 40 people here to break it down a little bit more, get it into a truck, sent over there. We had, I think, 3 hours to set up, and then 30 minutes to take it down after our last show. So that was, it was a fun experience, but it was a stressful one, that's for sure.
What was very unique and cool was also we have students working basically everything. We have all of our lights were operated and designed by a student. Sound as well. Our stage managers, our assistant stage managers, the run crew, basically everyone involved was a student. So what you saw, and what I'm proud mostly that we did not have any real adult help outside of my wife, the choreographer, Mr. Doman, who is our tech director, and myself. Well, I should say Mr. Alexander, who was also our pit orchestra conductor. But everything else was student-driven, student-run, student-created, and I'm just really proud of them.
Being involved in theater means the world to me. I've been doing theater since I was 4 years old, and I haven't stopped ever since. It's probably the biggest part of my life. I don't know what else I could do. I love it. And being a part of this theater department is awesome. I love being able to learn new things and be a part of an awesome community, and also help people who maybe aren't as experienced and help them along their theater journey through high school. Since I'm gonna graduate pretty soon here, I wanna be able to pass on some of my knowledge of the theater department and stuff to the younger generation of students. So, yeah.
I'm primarily just in charge of, creating the set. So I actually had never done anything in theater in the past. My only experience was coming in. I am a special education teacher, and we have a unified program here. And a couple years ago noticed, hey, maybe they need some help building some things. I know how to do that. So I jumped in, and that's my biggest thing. For me, it's the creative side of building. And then slowly it was just kind of seeing like the kids' passion. Like I had never done theater, so I've been to a few plays, but seeing it on the backside and like all the work that goes into it, we really just try to like make sure we're producing something good for the audience, but I think for myself, it's more of like getting something that the kids feel proud of.
I think the most meaningful part was being a part of such an awesome community of people and having an awesome director and an awesome choreographer, and just being able to put on a really, really fun show.
My kids work really, really hard, and some of the highlights are just the consistency and the creativity that they bring every day. It is really, I look up to them. They don't know that, but I do, because I was not like that in high school. I was to a point, but not like them. And so I'm really blessed to have the kids that I have, and I'm really blessed to work with the adults that I work with as well.